this win mean for you guys with homecoming, fields being dedicated, first Patriot League game? Just what did this win mean for the team?
I think the people that we had in town, a lot of alums back that played for us, especially the guys that played for us in the last 2 years. Peter Cooper's here with his whole family. We had a chance to have dinner with him in President's Joy last night. A lot of our big alums were here, and just for us to open Cooper Field with a victory like that in front of that crowd, in front of our home crowd, it's awesome for our players. I think they came out and played hard the entire day, and it just shows where we are as a program and where we're fighting to be. Hopefully that'll be the first of many victories at Cooper Field for us.
So you played really well today. You made a lot of smart plays, but your receivers played really well too, especially Seco, obviously. Can you just talk about what it's like having a reliable receiver like that to throw to, and what he does for you, and how he makes your life easier as a quarterback?
First off, I think all the receivers out there are reliable. They all played great today, made a lot of great plays. Jake, we've been playing together since freshman year. We've had a couple starts together. I always know where he's going to be. I know what he sees, and I think we see the same thing out there. And it's nice to be able to have that and be able to connect off of that.
Hunter, you guys were great at stopping the run and then eventually getting after the quarterback later on in the game. Why were you guys so successful against the run? 9 total yards, 5 sacks.
Well, all season we've kind of been, as a D-line, kind of been right there. And I think this week we had a really great week of practice. And it all kind of just came together. Our inside guys played great. We were able to really rotate our D tackles a lot more than normal, and I think that really helped. We got a lot of fresh legs in there, and it really helped me and Novaki out. We had a bunch of push in the pocket, and it was making it fun for us. It was great.
Do you feel that the way you guys were able to, stop the run early on, force them one dimension into the passing game, allow you to get after the quarterback later on in the game?
Absolutely. Coach Thompson, we talked about that before the game. That was the whole thing. They've been kind of trying to find different ways to run the ball, and we knew we had to stop the run, and then it'd go one-dimensional. And from there, it was just having fun, letting it loose, getting the ears back.
Kyle, what were you seeing out there, 28 of 36, 5 touchdown passes? What were you seeing out there that enabled you to have the game that you had?
I think we had a great game plan going in. We stuck to it all week. The middle was open kind of all day, led to Jake having 2 scores off of that. We just had guys making plays outside on the edge. No matter who the ball was going to, everybody was making plays.
Can you speak to the play of your offensive line? You guys were able to establish the run today, and you also had a lot of time back there being able to throw. Just what did they do for you guys today, and what did you think of their play?
They played awesome. I was able to sit back there, feel comfortable, and Joel ran hard behind, having open holes. It opens up the entire offense, and, that's what we need. So.
This could be for the coach or Hunter. The defense played very well as a whole, but one guy that really stood out to me was Phil Novaki's play. He had a really impressive sack at one point. He made some plays dropping back. Can you talk about his importance, his versatility, and what he does for your defense?
Yeah, personally, I love Phil Novaki. He's an absolute freak. Kid's an athlete. It clicked for him, like I was telling him before. He's been right there all year, just kind of baby steps getting there, and the more experience he's been having, the better he's been playing. So I can't wait to see, as we keep going through the season, what he's going to do. He's a freak of nature.
I think the term you use is versatile. He runs extremely well. He's a really good athlete. People last year and over the season asked me about, kind of replacing Alec May and his play last year. And you're never going to replace somebody like Alec May, but I think if he lives up to his potential, Phil's got a chance to, make a name for himself in our defense as well.
Obviously this was a huge win for you guys. We kind of talked about it, and there's lots of positives to take from it. One of the few negatives, looking at the stat sheet, you guys had 11 penalties for 130 yards. So how do you guys plan to attack that in practice?
Yeah, it's unacceptable. We talked about it at halftime in the first half. We killed ourselves. We can't get behind the sticks. It just makes it really difficult. We're up tempo, we're trying to go fast, and that really kind of puts the brakes on us, which we hate. Some of them are, matchup penalties that are, some holding penalties that I'm sure we would move our feet on. The layups we can't miss, the late hit out of bounds, I think on the Puzzi is unacceptable. So, we'll address those. The aggressive penalties we'll live with, but there's definitely something we need to clean up. We can't put 11 penalties on the board for over 100 yards. I think it was 140 yards, 130 yards. So that's unacceptable. We got to get that worked out this week in practice.
Do you guys feel this is, I've been covering you guys for 4 years now, this is the most complete Patriot League game you guys have played, obviously in non-league games, you've had some routes like this before, but in a Patriot League, I haven't seen a game like this, at least in my time here. It's just kind of what you guys are going for and the baseline of, start of the Patriot League season going forward, and just the best you've played recently.
Yeah, I think this was a complete game. I think the Marist game was a complete game. I think, look at some of the scores from today. Dartmouth's playing extremely well. I thought at times we played well there. Today we were able to put it together. Besides dropping the one snap on the punt, the kicking game was strong. We did a good job of covering kicks. Jake had a great return. So for me, we're not worried about the whole season. We're not worried about, next, 2 weeks from now. We're worried about right now. So that's what we talked to the kids about. We started the league schedule. I haven't talked about having the 6 opponents or just this week. Let's worry about what we're doing. And this week with homecoming and the field dedication and everything else, we talked to the kids about really shutting everything out that was outside of our control. All we could control was coming out and playing well today. And then we'll enjoy this one tonight. We'll reset tomorrow. We'll fix some of those things like the penalties that you mentioned, and get ready for next week. And another huge weekend for us in the league.
Kyle, your completion percentage was fantastic. You were 28 for 36. What was the key for you to just make such good decisions on the football field?
Starts up front with the O-line. I mean, again, like I said, they played great, and that allowed me to have some time back there. It's easy when you can just sit back there and pick and choose. And then, guys making great plays. Justin Hill with a great touchdown catch. And guys just being able to keep moving the ball.
Could I just ask one more question? Just first Patriot League game, what does it mean to you guys going forward in the conference play, having a win like this?
Like I said, it's great to have success, and I know I keep going back to this, but when I took the job, it wasn't a consolation prize for us to be in the Patriot League. We want to compete and go after the league title. So for us, it's a good Lafayette team. We played really well today. If we don't play well today, we lose to that team. Next week, the same thing in the conference. I just checked the scores on my way up here. If you play well, you win. If you don't, you lose. So for us, we belong in this conference. Our players are the caliber of this conference, and hopefully we can continue to play consistent and play well as we get ramped up in the conference schedule.